Now, the new police commissioner making his mission to make changes within the law enforcement agency he heads. Changes, he says, which will make officers more accountable and better meet the needs of the times that we live in. Here's Cleopatra Murphy.
Commissioner of Police Paul Rolle is moving to address concerns over police brutality in the country. His plans for behavioral reform come against the backdrop of mass protests in the U.S. sparked by the killing of George Floyd, a black man who died after an officer held him down with a knee in his neck for nearly 9 minutes last week.
We have been addressing that, and I've taken a more proactive approach to dealing with breaches of discipline in the Royal Bahamas Police Force and trying to clean that up. And I think we're making some good progress internally. You're going to see some things. We've also been meeting with the police inspectorate, and that is the process that we have ongoing.
Rolle, who addressed reporters outside the Kwaku Street police station, says he has codified several policies to address other breaches that were not addressed, so officers can now know their limitations.
One of those would be the professional standards. I just finished reviewing that about 10 minutes ago. And dress code, I'm going to be releasing that shortly. We also have the social media policy, and that is one that is going to also be released within a couple of days. And then there are some others that we are revising.
Rolle, who took the helm at the Royal Bahamas Police Force as Commissioner of Police at the end of March, replaced former Commissioner of Police Anthony Ferguson. He says there is a compendium of 4 standing orders that he is reviewing because times have changed and they have to modernize to address issues of the day. Rolle says there are plans to promote more officers during his 3-year tenure as senior officers move out, as his crime management strategy calls for a certain number of ranks.
We have just had promotions, for example, in the senior call. Since that, I already had 2 chief superintendents who, just yesterday I served one his letter advising him to begin leave. Last month there was one. I have 2 superintendents that will be going home in June. They'll be receiving their letters either today or tomorrow. I have another superintendent who starts in September, 2 in November, 2 in January. So we are really short. And so we have to then replace those.
The Commissioner of Police says vacancies also have to be filled within the lower ranks, but with the current state of the economy, it has to be done in increments. When it comes to additional promotions within the police force's executive team, he says the team is set.
That ship has sailed. No more promotion this year. What you see now is what it'll be until the government is able to afford to even with the shortage that we have now, we have to wait until, and hopefully we have sufficient funds to do it.
Rolle says he has already employed austerity measures to curtail costs. For example, refurbishing old motorcycles and vehicles that were damaged in accidents and reintroducing them to the fleet. Cleopatra Murphy, SAT&S Network News.